The Shanghai Auto Show is traditionally the venue for many premieres. This car show is valued especially by German car manufacturers as China has become one of the most important markets for them, particularly at a time when European markets have got harder and the situation in Russia has changed. The Empire of the Dragon often takes on more importance. But the Chinese are also often keen on a special look which would otherwise be frowned upon here. As far as they're concerned, an SUV can be dressed about as casually as a Brabus 700G 6x6. As you might guess, money doesn't matter to these customers. But the Chinese aren't only fascinated by big cars. The smart Brabus tailor-made is aimed at young buyers who are looking for an individual car. Unique versions are made possible by a wide range of color finishes, leather in 30 basic colors, and the exterior style package. The Mini is also a popular small car in China. The John Cooper Works version is a Mini with a real power pack under the bonnet, an important reason for buying for young Chinese people. Mercedes presented the concept car called the Concept GLC Coupe. Should it actually go into production, its chances of success are pretty good, because a quarter of all new cars sold recently were SUVs. BMW wants to increase its market share in this rapidly growing segment with the BMW X5 xDrive 40e, because the SUV market differs from the luxury class. While there is a demand for German luxury cars, the Chinese tend to buy SUVs from domestic manufacturers. Sales of SUVs produced locally increased by 50% in the first quarter of this year. So-called e-mobility is being promoted by the government. That's why there are more and more plug-in hybrids on the roads. This plug-in hybrid SUV is already the second Q7 e-tron. While the version with a 3-liter TDI engine had its debut a few weeks ago in Geneva, Audi presented a version powered by a 2-liter petrol engine in China. This model will be available in 2016, but exclusively for the Asian markets in Japan, Singapore, and of course China. Porsche is at home on the racing circuit and on the roads. A lot of Chinese people share this passion. They have made their country the second biggest market for Porsche after the USA. For this reason, the Stuttgart manufacturers are offering the 911 Style Edition exclusively for this market. While we're on the subject of sports cars, we'll stay on it for a while. Many well-to-do Chinese people have several Lamborghini super sports cars parked in their garages. The new object of these people's desire may well be the Aventador LP 750-4 Super Veloce. After all, production will be limited to 600 cars. No less esteemed are cars bearing the Bentley emblem on the bonnet. The fact that this brand derives from motorsport fascinates the customers, so there just has to be a Continental in GT3 trim. You can also buy this rally car soon. Škoda have taken delivery of this Fabia, newly homologized according to FIA R5 regulations. It can soon be put into service by teams in rally championships all over the world. Of course, it's not intended for the daily journey to work in Shanghai, as its production counterpart can manage that a lot better and more efficiently. It's available in China with a choice of a 90 or a 110 horsepower engine. Market experts predict a boom in the market for compact and mid-range cars. Škoda will benefit from this with a new Superb. For the Czech manufacturers, it's a very important car for winning customers in China. Size and comfort at a keen price make for a strong argument in China. The Golf GTI also matches the market researchers' scenario. This compact car is not too big but still has plenty of room inside. But the powerful engine is the most important feature, because Chinese car buyers still go for cars with powerful motors. VW is bringing back an illustrious name. There will soon be a Scirocco GTS. This special model is especially sporty. It's understandable that this car is being premiered in Shanghai when you're familiar with the Chinese people's fascination for the Scirocco. VW want the new GTS to be reminiscent of the 1982 first version of the GTS back in 1982. This car is as exotic as the menu in a Chinese restaurant. The Grand Santana's name is a reminder of how it all began in China for VW 32 years ago, with the Santana, which is now a much sought-after vintage car on the home market. The new Grand Santana is a compact family car, which is to be available exclusively for the Chinese market. Kuros is a Chinese manufacturer which builds cars with a very European feel. Lots of people are eager to find out if and how successfully they will transfer to our home market. In Shanghai, there was an interesting concept compact SUV to see in the shape of the PHEV2. Together with their Chinese partner Brilliance, BMW have christened the new brand Zenoro. To begin with, they will present the next concept car. Even though quite a lot of things are different in China, one thing remains constant everywhere. When there's a Rolls-Royce Phantom to marvel at, everyone starts to dream. And in China, even more well-to-do fans will be able to fulfill that dream.